Do you ever come to realization that you can do absolutely anything you strive to do or accomplish or achieve? And then you realize you only have so much time to do or accomplish these things that you want to do or achieve. This is something I deal with all the time. I'm constantly thinking about just dealing with, I don't know. I have a lot of things that I want to do in my lifetime, and I struggle with putting these things I want to do onto a timeline to which I could actually achieve it. And I've heard this term called paralysis through analysis, and that is pretty much what I believe this is. Basically where instead of choosing something I want to do and sticking with it and completing it, I'm not doing anything because I'm over-analyzing and overthinking about what it is that I want to accomplish, okay? And this is something I've been dealing with for a long time. And it really eats up at me because when I look back this past year, all of 2025, it feels like I didn't accomplish or achieve many of the things I wanted to do, or nearly even close to any of the things I wanted to do, because I've been overthinking so much in my head. Like, I'll come up with this plan to do something, and I'll be like, all right, so tomorrow is the start, it's day one, this is what I'm going to do, blah, 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 blah. And then when tomorrow comes, I wake up and I'm all in my head, and I'm like, well, is this really what I want to do? Or is there something else that I'd rather spend my time doing? And then I'll just think about it, and I'll just keep writing my goals over and over and over. And I know that it's a good thing to write your goals out every day. It's great to just have that constant thought on your mind, a reminder, but when you're doing this to the point where you're not achieving anything, I think it's no good. And that's kind of where I feel I'm at in my life. And I'm sure many of you feel that way too. So it's just this weird understanding of like being blessed with the understanding that you can do anything is also a curse when you understand you only have so much time to achieve these things you want to do. So you have to pick one, and it's so tough to pick one, at least for me in my situation in my life. I was listening to this audio book yesterday. I forget what it's called, but I'll put a screenshot on the video so you can see what it is. Basically, one of the things the audiobook was talking about is putting into perspective what are you willing to do versus not willing to do. And I've been thinking about this for a while, okay? I can, think of things that I'm willing to do, but it's really tough because when I think of it that way, I'm really thinking like, do I know if I'm willing to do this or not? It's a really tough thing. What I have found is easier for me, rather than thinking of what I'm willing to do, is thinking of what I'm not willing to do. And I've been kind of pondering on this for the past day or two, and I'll give you a real life example, okay? One of the things I would like to achieve and accomplish is I would like to DJ a set at a club. I'd like to DJ, this dope, massive set, like tons of people, tons of lights. I'm playing music that I created as well as like top hits and all this stuff, right? But I've come to the realization that I'm not willing to put in the work which is needed to be a full-time DJ, right? Like, I'm really not willing to do what I need to do if I want to become a DJ and tour the world or tour the US and do all this different stuff that usually you should have to do in order to reach this point. I've come to realize that I'm not willing to do that. It's just something I'm not willing to do. So that has helped me realize that, okay, this idea or goal of, becoming a DJ is just more of like how do I put this? It's more of something I'd like to do for fun, right? Not really take so serious, not build as a career, stuff like that. Same thing with, let me give you another example. YouTube, right? Making this video right now. I've come to realize I'm willing to do what I need to do to record videos and put them out on a consistent basis to build a fan base or following, to hopefully do YouTube full time someday. Like, that's a goal that I'm striving towards, and I've come to realize that I am willing to do what I need to do to make the videos, whether it's be consistent in film, whether it's hold a camera by myself because I don't have a filmer, whether it's even filming in public and being judged by people around me. Like, even right now, there's cars driving by, there's people walking to their car, they're looking at me. I have a tripod set up right now with a camera, I'm talking to a camera, and all these people are kind of looking at me like, you know, I don't know what they're thinking, but I can see the way they're looking at me, and I'm willing to do that. That's something I am okay with. So that has helped me a lot when it comes to paralysis through analysis, because I really do struggle with that deeply. And just the thought of sitting down and really thinking about what am I willing to do to achieve these goals? Is this something I'm willing to actually commit to, put the time in and do? Has helped me just have like a clarity, have a realization of what it is that I'm really open to achieving and pushing, doing the work for to achieve, right? I don't know. I think about this stuff a lot because I really do suffer with overthinking. Like, there are so many things I'd like to do. I'll name a few. I want to design clothes. I want to design furniture. I want to do a search and rescue for a year where I help search and rescue people, like missing hikers and stuff like that. I want to build my YouTube channel and do this full time. I also want to hitchhike across USA. Also, I want to do the DJ thing I told you. There's so many things. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but there's 6 that I can think of right off the top of my head, right? And it's a struggle to choose which one to do when I have this drive or feeling eating up at me that, 1, I'm not doing enough, and 2, if I start doing one thing, it starts to eat up at me that maybe I should be doing this other thing, right? And that's where it gets really tough. And that's where I have to sit down and really think and become very clear with myself on what it is that I really want to do. And that brings me to another topic of clarity, okay? Being clear and very, very clear and detailed on exactly what it is that you want to do and achieve, I think is so important. I found in my life, and I'm only 22 years old, but already that setting goals and constantly thinking about it and working towards it, it works. However, it won't work how you always imagine it to if you're not very clear, okay, very clear. Like, let me give you a real life example, okay? I live in a house in Los Angeles with like 20 people, and everybody is kind of doing their own creative thing. Like, some people want to be actors, some people want to be videographers, some people, you know, they want to be a chef. It's just all these different people. And my first ever time visiting Los Angeles, I made a decision and set a goal that, yes, I want to move here, and I would like to move here into a house with a bunch of creatives, get to know a bunch of people, and just kind of create, right? And that happened. 2 years later, I'm living that dream, that goal, right? But I wasn't clear enough on where exactly do I want to live? How many creatives do I want to live with? What type of creatives will they be? How old will they be? Right? All these different things. And honestly, I'm blessed to live in the situation I live in, the home I'm staying in. It's a great spot, okay? The people are cool. The spot is great. But I'm also in the process of looking for a new spot because I want some more privacy. I didn't realize that living with all these people, there wouldn't be as much privacy as I'm used to, okay? There's a lot of learning that comes with it. And I just like to think that I wish my past self was more clear on what I wanted. And I believe I would have that more so. So now I try to focus on being a lot more clear Let me give you a real world example of what I'm talking about, okay? YouTube videos. I want to be a YouTuber full time. I'd like to just video my life and make content that others feel drawn to or can relate to and inspire others, right? That is not clear enough. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a real life example of something I'm working on myself to be more clear, or have more clarity, whatever it is, right? Basically, I don't know what type of videos I'm going to make, okay? I'm making a video like this right now, talking to the camera, expressing my thoughts. Hopefully some of you can relate to it. But I also, kind of want to make like some fun troll type of videos. I also want to make some like cinematic short film style content. There's all this different stuff I'd like to do, and I don't have a clear set vision on exactly what it is. So day by day I'm crafting exactly how I want it to be. Like, let's do an exercise right now with the YouTube thing, okay? What am I willing and not willing to do? I'll tell you what. I am not willing to go and embarrass other people for content. I am not willing to I'm not willing to make all my videos based on music production. I'm not willing to limit myself to one style vlog of just talking to the camera like this. What I'm willing to do is travel. I'm willing to take risk, whether or not I can afford it or not. I'm willing to go out and speak in public in front of others, okay? I'm willing to express my thoughts honestly and clearly to the camera. So this helps me kind of limit my options of what it is I'm truly trying to do with this YouTube channel. And that's something I'm going to have to think upon some more. I'm gonna write it out in a journal and almost just meditate on it and figure it out. So you guys are coming along with me on this journey, figuring things out. And that's exactly just what it is. It's a journey, like I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I know the direction I'm headed. I don't know what the end looks like, but I know that I want to be on this road, so I'm gonna keep driving. That's it. And as long as I love the journey, I think it'll be all right. I'll be happy. Life will continue to be great. So yeah, I know this is kind of all over. I know it's kind of a rant or something, whatever you might want to call it. But this is just me trying to express my thoughts on the camera, hoping anyone who watches this can relate to it and understand that you're not alone, okay? I'm also a big-time overthinker. I also struggle with paralysis through analysis. I'm also constantly looking for ways to improve this, get better, and improve my life overall. So as I learn what works for me, I have no problem sharing it with you, which is why I'm making this video now, talking about what are you willing or not willing to do, because this is something I have recently put into my head that I've been thinking about, and it's been helping me make decisions. Even this YouTube video right now, I was at the house 30 minutes ago, wasn't doing much, was just kind of thinking, and then I had that thought like, I want to be a YouTuber. I told myself I'll make a video and upload a video every week, but I have free time, so like why not just make another video and drop it? Why not, right? This is what I'm willing to do. I have no problem with this. So I got in my car, I drove here to this parking garage. I thought it'd be a nice view, it's nighttime, and I said, all right, let's make a video, which is why I'm here now. So yeah, moral of the story, when you understand you can do anything, then time really becomes the limiting option or limiting factor, because now you have to make decisions, okay? You can't do everything simply because there's not enough time. And when you deal with paralysis through analysis, you have to sit and you have to come up with a clear plan, a clear strategy, a clear goal or path, whatever you want to call it, on what it is you want to do and how you're going to accomplish it, okay? And if you're struggling with this like I am, I highly advise you just sit down, get a piece of paper, and write out what are you willing to do, what are you not willing to do. Because if you have a goal and it's something you're striving towards, you're striving for, you would like to achieve, but it requires you to do things that you're not willing to do, it won't work out, okay? There's going to be a barrier there, and I strongly believe you have to be on track to make it happen. Whatever you're willing to do has to match up with your goal. Your goal has to match up with whatever you're willing to do. Or it just won't happen, and you're gonna live day to day in this mentality of like negative thoughts, whether it's I'm not good enough, or why can't I get this done, or why is nothing working, or how come they can do it and I can't do it. It's not because they're better than you, they're stronger than you, anything. It's the fact that they're willing to do it and you're not. So just think about that. If there is something you want to achieve, but you realize you're not willing to do it, take some time to think about maybe you don't actually want to achieve this, or complete this, or do this. And that's okay. So if you're watching this, I really hope this helped you in any type of way, as much as it helps me, because it really does help me to just come out here and talk to the camera like this. It helps me to take these thoughts I have in my head, put them onto a video, something I can look back at. And yeah, it's a good just reminder of where I'm at in life. So appreciate anybody watching this. Just know there's gonna be a lot more to come on my channel. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, till next time. Bye.